What's going on, my people? We got a special treat for y'all tonight. We got my main man in the building.
Yeah, they're gonna count on us.
That's right. We can count on, you know.
Okay,
hey, you know.
Hey, I take it.
Hey, we got a special treat, man. We got Bennie Mac in the building. He blessed me with his presence today, and I called, he answered. So most of y'all know who Bennie Mac is. He's a son. He's a father. He's an actor, a comedian, a barber, a businessman. Am I missing something?
I'm a pimp. I walk with a limp.
He a pimp and walk with a limp.
I step inside Papa Do's eating steak and shrimp.
Eating steak and shrimp.
Mike Jones, 2005.
That's up. So we're going to get right into it.
Yeah, hey, I appreciate you having me, man. Appreciate you.
I really appreciate you coming on, man. It's for real, seriously though, it's an honor to me because, man, I watched you for so long, and you know, when I first saw you, had that long Cadillac.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You done went back some years.
Yeah. So man, I was like, man, that's a cool dude that never knew you, but I always heard about you. Then you started doing your comedy, you know, started doing your house shows. Then you started doing your comedy. And I was like, man, that dude, he doing some things. That's how a barber's supposed to be. Then I looked up. You had the comedy in your place in your barbershop. Mm-hmm. Then you started doing big shows. Then I looked up and you was on the radio. Then I looked up you was hosting Star. I said, man, this man hosting Star though. Hey, man, listen, man, it's an honor to me. Really, it's an honor to me. So I want to get inside your head a little bit, man. First of all, where did you grow up?
Man, well, I am from Birmingham and Woodlawn, Gate City, East Lake, around that side. You know, yeah, I still reside in East Lake. Okay. Yeah, so but that's pretty much the beginning of things. I went to Gate City Elementary.
You know Miss Irma Jean Martin?
I don't know if I know Miss Martin. So I went to Gate City in the kindergarten in the first. Okay. I was in Miss Bloodworth class on kindergarten, and I was in Miss Simmons class in the first, second grade split. And after that, I left there and went to 3 other elementary schools, then middle school and high school. But yeah, so okay. Yeah, that's where it started.
Did you like school?
Did I like school? Be honest with you, I like the social aspect of it. Yeah, but as far as the curriculum that's taught in school wasn't really my thing, because I came from a self-employed father, so I saw different ways on how to get money without actually going to school, putting yourself in $1 gazillion worth of debt. Okay.
What middle school? So you went down to middle school? Or?
Yeah, I went to Putnam Middle School.
Putnam, okay.
Yeah, I went to Putnam.
Okay, that's where the mayor went too.
Yeah. I remember a little around. Yeah.
So what high school?
I graduated from Woodlawn.
I just wanted you to say it. I just wanted you to say it.
You know,
we got the biggest, the hype is week. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
I said week. I ain't said a few days.
Oh yeah. It's really a little longer than a week. You know, we gonna stretch it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You see that goat? That's Woodlawn. Yeah, you should put a W on the side of that goat.
That's right. Yeah. It'll get there one day. See, I had to use it a couple of different ways. So
Oh yeah. I understand.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you went to Woodlawn. Did you graduate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, father, I know.
Well, good for you.
Bad.
I was asking you.
Man. I graduated.
So after Woodlawn, man, that's when you kicked it off. Where did you start off barbering?
Man, actually, I started cutting hair around the 8th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, around the 8th grade. I got really, really good at it around the 11th grade. Okay. I quit working my job in Captain D's first semester.
You worked at Captain D's?
Oh, yeah, the great little seafood.
The cool Bennie Mac worked at Captain D's?
Yeah, the first Papa Do's, baby.
That was the first Papa Do's.
Oh, yeah, the first Papa Do's.
Yeah.
I worked at the one on Crestwood Boulevard and the one up in Sunpoint. Yeah, I worked there. Yep. Yeah, and I quit working my first semester, my senior year, and I ain't looked back since.
Nah. Been on barber ever since.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: How good has barbering been to you, man?
Well, barbering has been. I ain't gonna lie, it really ain't been good. It's been spectacularly well. It's been spectacular. Okay. Because you know it led to so many other things. You know, having the opportunity to meet people, talk to different people, old, young, middle age, see things from different perspectives. it led to so many things. So barbering has been great.
Man, what shop did you start off at?
Man, the very first barbershop I was at, unofficial, was with Tony and Wayne.
Tony and Wayne.
When they was on Georgia Road.
Yeah.
They gave me an opportunity to come in there one day. Who was out of town? I forgot who was out of town. It was Wayne or Tony. I think it was Tony. And they gave me an opportunity to come in there and, and cut that day. And because, like I said, I was pretty good by that time. Well, I was great by that time. Yeah, so, and after that, of course, they didn't have the space. Yeah. So after that, I was just going house to house and cutting at my house.
But by this time, your clientele had...
Yeah, it was moving. It was moving. Yeah. And then, but the first official shop I was at was a shop called Tremors on 78. With a guy with Big Buddy.
Yeah, I remember Big Buddy. Yeah, I do remember Big Buddy.
I was out there with Big Buddy and John Miller.
Yeah, I do remember Tremors. I forgot all about that,
yeah, that was the very first shop I was at. And while I was there, I was still in high school, but then I ended up going to Lawson.
Okay.
And then after that, I ended up seeing a sign up with a shop, a guy named Anthony. And he had 3 shops. He had Midfield, Eastlake, and Woodlawn. So I ended up calling him and ended up in Woodlawn. And I was there from 98 to 2002.
In 2002.
Then in 2002, August 5th, 2002, that's when I opened up my own spot.
And that's the spot with the 2 doors, like, kind of like that?
Where I'm at now?
No, the other shop when you was at. Is that the Anthony's or that was your shop?
Anthony's, that was Anthony's shop next door to Dino's Hot Dog. Well, of course, that don't exist anymore. It's 2 Dough Girls now. But it used to be Dino's Hot Dog across from Family Dollar on First Avenue. They used to be Piggly Wiggly.
I thought you was where that temple, the Masonic temple like building. I thought you was like next door to that at one time.
Nah. Like I said, the shop that I was at from 98 to 2002 was Anthony's in Woodlawn. Okay. And it was right next to the Cleaners. It was Piggy Wiggy. And it was Dino's Hot Dog, who was next door to the Dino's Hot Dog.
Okay.
And the killing part, a lot of people don't know this. It wasn't that I didn't mind having my own shop, but I didn't mind paying rent to somebody else because I feel like it's all the business. You're going to pay somebody.
Yeah, you're going to pay somebody.
But my pops had a building down the street. He had a landscape company, and he was kind of phasing out of that. And he came to me one day and was like, hey, the church moving out. It was a storefront church. So I was like, yeah, because I don't like to tell my pop no. I do it. Yeah. And the killing part, the rent was double than what I was paying the booth rent. Yeah. So I went on, got the spot, came in. He showed me how to do the electrical, the plumbing, and my man Sam, his uncle named Mr. Fred, rest in peace. He came in and did the floor, and everything else was it was history.
You know what, man? I never met your father. I don't think. I think I met him one time. I met him one time. I did meet him one time. But man, just the stories I done heard from people, he's a very innovative man. Like he really like a worker for real. Like he's a
good dude, man. He, I really admire that fella. You know, and a lot of people, they don't shout out their fathers enough, but that dude there, I'm a reflection of him. I might be a little fired though, but
man, for real. I really have watched you, man, over the years, man. You done did some good stuff, man, for real. I have seen you change that shop a few different times. The front part of the color, the doors, the signs, and I'm just like, man. I'm telling you, when I come down First Avenue, man, I'm telling you, man, seriously though, I gotta shout you out, bro, for real. Like you done did some good stuff right there.
I appreciate it, man. And the killing part, it'll be 22 years this year, August 5th, and a lot of people still don't know we there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
y'all get some good business though.
I mean, it's cool, I won't complain. It's been a blessing, because we do good work. Yeah. So, good work people gonna find you.
That's right. Man, so then you did the barbershop. Then you started off with your comedy, right?
Yeah, now actually I got a bust a rewind.
Okay, let's go.
Actually, the first time I ever attempted comedy was in 1995. Okay. At a talent show at Woodlawn High School. Okay. That Mr. Maddox used to throw.
Okay. I remember the talent show.
So, of course, everybody was doing the little singing groups and the little rapping groups. And I remember signing up, and it was like, what you want to do? I was like, do some comedy. Yeah. Because I've always been interested in comedy. I was always fascinated with the way a person can just woo the crowd. It was just so fascinating to me. So I signed up for it, and I never forget they had me last. So honestly, I didn't know what to do. I knew I could do it, but I didn't know what to do. Because people don't realize
you didn't know like setting it up and what they talk about. Yeah,
you know, I knew how to grab whatever you say and put it into whatever I wanted to be. But as far as just me being on the stage entertaining all those people, because the auditorium was packed. And I remember the song that came out and everything. It was that P. Diddy and Mace that can't nobody take my pride. Yeah. Can't nobody hold me down. Yeah. And I remember coming out to the song, and the first word I said, the mic was like, woo. And my voice, my heart, stomach, all that shit left at the same time. And I was so glad that microphone didn't come back on. I ain't gonna eat much line. After that, they ended the talent show. So from that point, it was like, it was almost bothering me to not pursue it, but I didn't know where to go. See, a lot of people don't know that. You can be funny as all outdoors, but if you don't know the business and know where to go, it almost don't even matter. So, of course, I'm cutting hair simultaneously, too. Yeah. So, it was always that thirst to just find a way back into comedy. So, I started off with hair and fashion shows, 2003, 4, 5, and 6. First two at the Bow Wheel, second two was at the City Center. 2005 is when I produced my first comedy show. That was at the Bow Wheel. I remember who I had. I was managing Big E at the time. It was Big E, Sir Walt, Queen Aisha, JJ from the Silk. And it was all you can eat. Never forget, it had chicken wings everywhere. Yeah. It was a real nice crowd, but I didn't understand how to budget for the show. So the show had a very nice crowd, but I lost $5,000 that night. So I was like, shit, I might want to leave this comedy alone. I don't sell no dope. I could help you. Yeah. So, but after that, though, I never been a person that liked to lose. I'm a Sagittarius, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like to lose.
So Sagittarius don't like to lose.
Yeah. Half hard, goddamn. So I was like, I got to figure it out. Yeah. So after that, I ended up getting, I had 5 comedians I was managing. And I was just putting together shows wherever, whoever, however. I was just putting them together. And that was comedian Felicia. There was a comedian named Kim Cone. A comedian Xavier. Brian Thomas. You know, and Big E. Yeah, so, and it was like, I got to figure it out. So, of course, we moving. You know, I'm doing shows in and everywhere I can. At the barber shop, Roost Place. I don't know if you remember, what is that? I forgot the name of the club now, but it was down by the Alabama Theater right on the corner. Because, you know, the name changed about 4 or 5 times.
It
was right on the corner of 18th Street. That's what it was. Legends. Yeah, I did shows literally somewhere everywhere. Yeah. So, of course, I was just...
Because I remember you did something at the Carver Theater one time.
Yeah. I did a comedy special there. Yeah, man.
I came to that. That's why I remember.
Yeah, actually, I got 4 comedy specials. A lot of people don't know that. I got, it's called, one of them is called, actually 3 of them called More Forehead Than Face.
I remember
1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I got More Forehead Than Face, 1, 2, and 3. Then also the most recent one is called Recovering Hope. That's what this is. They're Recovering Hope. Yeah, so that's the most recent one. But I didn't want to put them out right now. I'm going to wait till I get just a little bit bigger than I start releasing all that stuff because I got an extreme body of work.
I can see it. I can see you getting bigger too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm working, man. You know, because I feel like this. You know, somebody can drive to Center Point. I'd rather walk to Center Point and soak up all the game. I get there, just not this week.
Just not this week.
Yeah.
So then I looked up one morning, man. You was on the radio.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this man made to the radio. You never shout me out though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you never shot me.
You know now, I don't know now. Because one thing I can say now, when I was on radio, I never asked to be in radio first.
You was handling business, man. I really see. I look at you, people like you. So I grew up. I said we grew up together. Me and Young did. We grew up across the street from each other. I look at people like you, Quentin Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? And a host of others that's done been barbers that moved on to being from barbers to mayors, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I'm like, man, if I want to, I can do it too, and somebody else can do it too. You know what I'm saying? You don't. There's no excuse for real, but you got to put the work in.
Oh yeah. So that radio situation was interesting, man, because I never really. I ain't gonna say I didn't want to be in radio, but it was just never like a right then goal. It was. It started off. It's funny how things happen because I believe in work, find work. It started off. I was hosting the Alabama Music Awards with Zeus.
Alabama Music, because I voted a lot. Yeah.
And I remember Chris Coleman came to me like, "Man, I got something for you." So I'm like, "Shit, well, you get me now," you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I ended up running back into him, he asked me to come down to a meeting down at what was that? What's the club? By the precinct.
The Plum or
the Plum Bar.
Okay.
So we ended up meeting down there. It was me, Homie, and Slim Kim Phillips, Tracy. She was over sales.
Yeah, Tracy.
So we ended up sitting down there talking. Then he asked me, she was like, "You want to be on the morning show?" So I'm like, "Bet."
Yeah.
So my whole thing was I always think about community.
Yeah.
So and then a lot of people don't know I'm a real serious writer too. Okay. So my thing was, shit, let me just get on the radio and not just use it just for some bullshit. Use it for community related stuff. And that's what I did. Everything from Good in the Hood to Talent You Need to Know to That's My Pastor.
Man, you had some good stuff on the radio.
And it was all community based because I felt like a lot of the artists that came on there, I always used to tell them, "Man, you gotta send me nothing. If you say you fat, goddamn, I'm gonna bring you up there." Yeah. Because it's up to the people.
Yeah. They gonna see if you fat.
Yeah, because you may catch me on the day I don't want to hear that shit. Some days I want to hear mirror. Some days I want to be trapped out. Yeah. Some days I want to just listen Andre the Flute album.
Yeah.
It's
like that too.
But I will give you the opportunity, and I think that's what we're supposed to do.
You
know what I'm saying? When you got the opportunity to do that stuff, even like with That's My Pastor. I'm not really a big church guy, but I respect some of the pastors and what they do. You know, because you do have some great ones out there, just like you got some that ain't shit to the third power. Yeah. So me, it was just like, hey, I'd open up the lane and y'all come do your thing.
That's what's up, man. So after radio, then you went back to comedy, or what you would?
Well, I was at the station. I was still.
It's like an authoritative type of voice. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not scared. So somebody gonna listen. Yeah. Somebody gonna say, "Well, I don't think he should," but somebody gonna listen. And the people that's listening is way far greater than the one that's saying, "Well, I don't like that. I don't think he should do that." Yeah, I mean, but somebody got to say it.
Yeah, but even the people who say they don't like it, one thing I learned in life is that I don't owe you shit but to be fair.
That's right.
And if you don't like it, I'm fair, I can accept that. The problem is that people go into things with motives. And once you go into something with a motive, it never turns out right. That's why
Mr. Jones, man, said something a long time ago. I got downtown when I was 16. And Mr. Jones said, he said, a lot of people down here might not like me, but they're going to respect me. And man, that stuck with me a long time, man. So a lot of people don't like you, man, but as long as they respect you, that's it. That's all you need. You know, all the rest of it, you don't need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that make a real big difference, man. But like I said, man, if you fair, it changes the whole situation, man. Because one thing about it, a person, they can start off not liking you, and that's all.
I've had that happen.
But if you are fair, a lot of times it works itself out. Because everybody ain't gonna understand your mission from the jump. But as time go on and you got a continuous way that you operate, it tends to work itself out. You just have to stay the course.
Somebody asked Master P, how did he become a millionaire? And he said consistency. He said his college professor told him that he was going to be that he was going to have $1 million. He said, I'm going to have way more than that. And he said, I practice consistency. Being consistent. That's what makes a millionaire. Yeah. And I feel like in anything, being consistent, that's what makes a person great. That's what makes a person great at what they do. Being consistent. Keep going. Don't stop. You know what I'm saying? My next question to you, Bennie, is this right here. What would you tell? What would you tell anybody that's in business, any young person, was a boy or girl, a man or lady, what would you tell them as far as like how they can make it through? What's your advice to them, basically?
Well, the first thing, don't be just around here lying to folks and shit.
Yeah.
You work out lying, you got to keep on lying and keep on lying.
Yeah.
And a lot of time, you with your lying ass, it's not going to work. You know, and just be straight up with people. Yeah. Whenever you talking about something that you desire to do, you just be upfront and just say what you want and stand on it. Yeah. It may not be with them, but stand on what you want. And as you just said, be consistent. And it'll work out. Now it may not come when you want it, but it'll always come on time. Mm-hmm. So you know that's my main thing. Just be upfront. Don't be scared to say what you want, because if it's in your head and you saying that's what you want and you don't say it, you ain't gonna be happy with yourself.
That's right.
And I think that'd be the biggest problem with man, woman, boy, girl, tall, short, midget, whatever. If you do not say what you want, people gonna give you what they want you to have. And a lot of times you ain't gonna want to eat what they wanted you to eat, especially if you didn't desire. Yeah. So just say what you want and go for it.
How many barbers you got?
Barbers is myself, of course, Sam, Corey, and I have a guy apprenticing named what's his name? Ron.
And beautician?
Nah, no beautician.
Nail tech?
No nail techs.
Man, let me tell you something. Another thing I missed too, your podcast.
Well, the podcast, it ain't gone. What ended up happening, I did a tour.
Okay.
I did the tour, this Recovering Hope tour. It was a 35-city tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no sponsors. I just had one person that made an investment in me. And it was so funny because I normally don't ask people for money. Mm-hmm. It ain't that I couldn't. I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could. But the person who made the investment was my father. Mm-hmm. I went over his house one night. We were just talking. Yeah. And I was telling him about it. I was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And so I'm going to do 35 cities, like 35. And I just told him straight up. And then when I told him the name of it, he was like, Recovering Hope, man. Yes, Recovering Hope, you know. And that's what I did. We did 35 cities. We completed it September 3rd. The last date was at the start.
And that was the podcast?
No. That was the Recovering Hope tour. But I stopped the podcast because time was... Okay. It was just too stretched. Yeah. You know, and like I said, we was doing them every week, every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. And it was just like, shit, man, you know, we do one and then we miss 4 and we do it. And I ain't like to do it like that. Mm-hmm. And I always like to promote whoever coming on at least a week prior. Mm-hmm. So it actually started back up March 6th. Okay. Yeah, so I just
where can they find it? What can they be looking for your podcast on?
The podcast, you can go to my YouTube page or my Facebook page. The Facebook page is Comedic Narrator. And on YouTube is Comedic Narrator or Bennie Mac. Either one of them, it'll come up. Now, if you put Bennie Mac, it's going to show you, instead Bernie Mac, it's going to show you that, but it is Bennie Mac. Okay. And it's probably about 800 videos on there, man, because I do sketch comedy, stand-up comedy, all kind of stuff on there.
So not saying that you just need new customers, but if they want to come by, tell them the name of your shop.
The shop is Bennie Mac's on First. You want it right? Come see us, and 5 haircuts ain't fast.
What's that address?
4831 First Avenue North, or go to the website at BennieMacsOnFirst.com.
Man, you got a website?
Yeah. Oh yeah, BennieMacsOnFirst.com.
You done made it, brother.
I ain't made it.
You got a website.
I ain't made it. That's a working process. Yeah, man. I got to put these 13s on the floor every day.
That's right. Yeah, man, listen, man, I really appreciate it. I told you we're going to take that load. But I think we covered something, man. I really appreciate you coming through, man.
Oh, no, it ain't no problem, man. It ain't no problem. Like I said, I appreciate the opportunity because, you know, from what I see in this city, like I said, man, we got great talent in almost every aspect of business, from builders to electricians to plumbers to nail techs to barbers to nurses to doctors to all type people. But I think people have a real big fear of actually really connecting. You know, and that can be for several reasons. It can be because they've been burned before. And then sometimes it's just simply because some people just don't ask. Yeah. Or say, man, look, I like what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Let's work together. So and I think that can be challenging for folks. But I know for myself, I like to do business around the city to just show people that it is people that'll fuck with you. Because win, lose, or draw, it's still a lesson to be learned. You know, and I done had some situations where I ain't gonna say I was burned, but it was like a, come on, man. God damn, man. Like, come on, man. Yeah. So in situations like that, what I do, whenever it gets real tough, I just do it fast. Like right now, I'm currently on a fast. I'm on a 60-day fast. Okay. No meat, no fried foods, no sweets, no sodas, no reefer, no alcohol for 60 days. Yeah. You know, because it offers a lot of mental clarity.
So that's how you stay looking young, so like you do.
You know, and then, you know, I try to bathe about at least twice a week. You know, I try to range on at least twice a week. Yeah. So, yeah, man. So, whenever it gets tough, I tell people, man, just do your fast. If you want to find out something, you want to see something, do it fast. Do it fast.
That's good stuff, though, man. For real, man.
Do it fast. And then, you know, I always just stay on your horse. Yeah. And like I said, you know, I got people in my life that just good people. So that outweigh the foolishness that you're going to come about. And it's going to happen. Yeah. Like, you can't expect to just run this green earth to and fro and not experience the bullshit.
Man, listen.
It got to happen.
Who you tell? That's some good stuff there, because a lot of people feel like, you know, they're supposed to go through something. Like, it's your season to go through it. Man. You done been up for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
You got to go through it. But going back to that fast, like I said, I'm on a fast, man, and it's great. Like, of course, the first few days it be a little tough, because I smell some chicken now, I turn into a geek monster. I ain't gonna even lie. A geek monster that won't smoke, but that don't mean I don't want it. But
how long you gonna fast?
Right now, shit, this is the 36th day.
36? And you going 60?
Going 60. So, you know, but to me, though, it's great.
Yeah, of course.
Because I feel like this, man. If you won't do it for you, who would you do it for?
That's right.
And then it's like, if you break your own rule, goddamn.
So that's I mean, it's good discipline too.
Yeah. Like I said, I work out a minimum 3 days, but I try to do 4 days. Yeah. The 4th day is optional, because if I'm real busy, I just say, well, I don't have to do it. But the goal would be to do at least 4 days a week. Because one, I don't want to catch PBLS.
What's that?
Pop belly and little shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that pop belly and little shoulder, man.
Well, I tell you what, I thank you, man, for working out for both of us. I do a little bit of something. I like that. Yeah, at least.
I'm telling you, it's a good feeling though, man. Now, it's tough starting out, but once you start seeing a few little results, man, it's like, oh shit. Arm get to shaping up. You know, arm ain't straight up and down no more. Ain't built like a belt. So you know, it's a good thing, man. It's a good thing, man. But the mental clarity probably is the main thing for me, because I promise you, if you do it fast, you're gonna see shit so much clearer. Yeah. It's almost like your psychic ability starts showing up. Your the forewarning button. The
spirit of discernment.
Yeah, the discernment, the God gene. You can hear it a little bit clearer. Like you hear it when you're doing what you're doing, but half of the time you don't believe it because you obstructed with so much
trash.
So much trash.
Yep. Man, that's good stuff though, man. Man, again, man, I appreciate you, man. It's truly my honor, brother.
It's an honor to be here, man. Because like I said, you could have called anybody, but
hey, man,
you called me, so I was happy to come.
It's so crazy. I got a long list of people calling me, asking me, catching me in the street. I'm like, man, me? You know what I'm saying? Like you want me to, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
And then when I crank back up mine, man, you'll be the first one to come on.
I appreciate it, man. Like I said, man. Listen, man, I had told you when I first kind of started about 2 years ago, and then I took a year off, man. I told you, I said, man, I want to interview on. But man, it's like it was just right. It was just right. You know
everything following its time.
And then you did it such short notice, man. I really appreciate it. I really do.
Well, man. So
man, this what we're gonna do. We're gonna say something about our sponsors. Green Acres Chicken downtown in Ensley. One of our official sponsors, Yo Chef, Surf and Turf, the Lamb Chops. Try the Lamb Chops. Go over there to Blaze Hookah Lounge. That's one of our sponsors. Get you a hookah. Ask for Miss Toya. And we're going to talk to not Brother's Tide. I'm sorry. He bought out Brother's Tide. What is the name of it? It's not Brother's Tide. Partner Ties. That's it. Partner Ties. Ask for Mr. Mike. He's a great man. You need some tires. Don't slide on them little thin, the little thin tires slide into somebody, man. When you could have went on a little ball head tire, when you could have went over to part of the tires and got you some tires. So if you don't, it's on you. I want to shout out. Who you got? You want to shout out, Bennie, man?
Man, man, I want to shout out. I don't know, man. I got to shout out my wife.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been married, man. Shit. Ooh, man, long time. This should be 14 years. Shout out my daughters. I got a 22-year-old and a 12-year-old. Shout out to barbers I work with. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Cora. Shout out to Ron.
Yeah. Sam with the Woodlawn.
Yeah, Sam with the Woodlawn. Cora with the Woodlawn. Cora with the Woodlawn. Yeah. Right. Yeah, man. Shout out to my pops. You know, hey, a lot of people, they shout out to everybody else, but a lot of it wouldn't be possible without his tutelage. Yeah. And we still talk. If it ain't every day, when we do talk, it's gonna be for hours. Man. Shout out to
Pop got something to say.
Yeah, man. He always on the up and up. He always positive. Yeah. Shout out to my siblings. I got a whole bunch of them. Too many of them.
So you just sit.
Yeah.
What they say on those bitch, a host of others.
Yeah, a host of others. Man. But shout out to them. They, like I said, there's a lot of great people in my life, and I don't want to get the name before I forget somebody.
That's right.
That shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
You ain't said nothing about me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to my mama.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And my host of siblings.
Oh yeah, you got to, man. Yeah, so and then I tell you now, I will say this though, since we're doing shout outs now, there's a couple folk that if I did miss them, I wouldn't even feel right. Like Jelk's funeral home. He's real good around the community. That's my neighbor.
He is. That's the only I done cut had every funeral home except Dante Jelk.
Oh yeah. I cut had a few of them. And shout out to Franco with Econo Metal. Out there over what is that? Yep. Over on the west side. Yeah, Bullet. Yeah, man.
Bullet Iron.
Oh yeah. So like I said, shout out to Sonny Black too with Rock House University. He got a clothing store. As a matter of fact, I got on some of the little britches now. I don't even wear shit like this.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, you don't even wear these little young nigga pants. But he got some really nice stuff out there.
It's some talented young people out here that's got clothing lines, that's got eyelashes, that's got, man, I've been to a lot of pop-up shops, and man, the professionalism, the way these young ladies have their stuff set up with their eyelashes and the backdrop, and you like, man, these little girls is out here moving. Yeah.
And then shout out to Linked Up Cutting Style.
Linked Up, they doing some good
stuff. And shout out to Shop on 7 with Shine and
Shine.
Yeah. They put together the basketball tournament.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay. I just knew Linked Up did. I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, it was Linked Up with Stanley and Shine April. So they put that together, and it was great. It was at the Martin Luther King, so I got to shout them out, man. That was a beautiful connecting event with a lot of men.
I was out of town, man. I heard about it.
Yeah, so that's gonna be something they're gonna continue. So anything I can do to support them, I will. Yeah, because it was.
Man, I hope some other barbers, man, get together and do some things, man, in the community, man, like as a collective. You know what I'm saying?
I think they will. I just think that, like I said, we have a stigma. We supposed to be in it, but it'd be hard to end when you got so much stuff in your mind, man. It's so many things that can be done, but sometimes it just take a person to say, "Hey, bro, I want you to be involved."
Yeah.
But a lot of time, man, people be sitting on their high horses or feel like they got some money or feel like they don't have to be bothered or feel like, ain't nobody asked me personally. Mm-hmm. But it all have its way of making its way around, man. Yeah. And I look forward to seeing it because in a city that's 6 to 8% black, it got to be more black shit going on.
Man, I done had a lot of back to school events, man. And I have had a lot of barbers that came out and helped me. Mm-hmm. With the back to school. I'm talking about I did it for like 8 years straight. Mm-hmm. And my mind is blank right now. But he down on First Avenue across from what End of Seafood was. What's his name?
End of Seafood. Let me see what that is. I know Linked Up is next door. Coming back to the corner, right there at that corner. You got what? Meet the barber.
No,
I know you got Meat there.
Across the street, like so he on the same side. Man, my mind's so blank.
I know you're talking about. I can't think of the name of the shop, but it's right on the corner.
Right on the corner.
Yeah, there's some great barbers in there.
Man, listen, the owner, man, my mind's so blank. He'll kill me for it. But man, he would come out every year, bring moonwalks. He would bring his cotton candy machine and his icing machine. Every year. Man. And if I call him right now, he'll do the same thing. And that's, you know, and man, that's what I'm saying. Like, I used to cut his hair when he was little. You know what I'm saying? But my mind is so blank right now, man.
Yeah, I done met him, but I can't say his name, but I done met him. Like I said, some dope barbers over there, man. Like Robert from Straight Line over in the ends.
Yeah.
Tony.
Robert, that's the one with the dread?
No, I think Robert got a low haircut. Last time I seen him, because he was coming to the radio station. Robert from his barbershop is Straight Line Barbershop.
Yeah, I think he got like some dread or something. He got something, but he cool.
Then you got Wayne down at the shop.
Yeah, I talked to Wayne. Wayne a good dude, man.
Man, you got, like I said, there's some dope folks.
It's some great barbers. Man, I'm going to tell you why I started this. I started this, man, really to interview barbers. Mm-hmm. That was my main goal. I wanted to go and interview barbers.
You definitely ain't got no shortage.
Man, I ain't got no shortage.
It's a whole
and then it just took a turn. So now I said this year was going to be my year. I'm going to interview everybody else, but I'm definitely going to interview barbers. That's my whole goal. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm looking forward to a lot, man. An exciting year. So, again, I want to thank you, man, for real. Like I said.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to do it like a church. We're going to keep saying, all right, we gone.
Yeah, we gone. Hey, but before we go.
Hold on. Yeah, man. So, yeah, there's a lot of dope people out here, man. And I look forward to working with the good, the bad, the ugly, and the sad, because everybody at least need an opportunity.
That's right. And if you give them opportunity, man, they can get somebody else opportunity. That's where I believe in life, man. You know, it ain't time to pat yourself on the back. It's time to go grab another one.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And then teach that one. Say, hey, when you get up, you grab another. And that's the only way we're going. We ain't got to have a whole big thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Grab one. Help him, then grab another. Help him, then grab another. That's the only way we're going to make it.
Yeah. Well, I will close with this, man. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. God damn it, let it shine. Appreciate you, man.
Man, I appreciate you, man.